we have the wonderful Mr. Toyosi, who is a financial analyst and an accountant. He was actually on radio with me on Slack FM 106.7, and the feedback I've been hearing from professors in the US watching him on radio has just been fascinating. So you guys are in for a treat for the next 20 minutes. I think we have to round up by 1:30 p.m. here in New York because I have to resume work. So we have about let's say 20 minutes. We can run over, but I'll just probably not be able to talk again because I have my 9 to 5 here. All right.
Okay, so we'll be having Mr. Toyosi now. I mean, if it's possible, we have drum rolls. But it's okay.
All the way from Kwara State.
Right. So let's start. Let me introduce our honorable Mr. Toyosi. He's a seasoned accountant and financial analyst with extensive finance industry experience. He's also a blockchain technology enthusiast, passionate about innovation above all. He's a devoted lover of God, seeking to integrate faith and expertise to drive positive impact in his professional and personal pursuit. This is like little of what you should know about him. He's a big man, right? So we are happy to have you here, Mr. Toyosi. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Mrs. O. I'm so delighted having you guys. I'm so delighted being in this program tonight. I also want to appreciate my brother, my friend, Mr. Sheil Adekomi, for giving me the opportunity to be here today. And also I want to say thank you to my brother, Mr. John Aligbemi, my director. It was a beautiful experience listening to him talk. And also, before I forget, Mrs. Bolanle Adeosun, kudos to you, ma, for that great insight. God bless you. I hope you all can hear me.
Yes, we
Hello?
can. We can.
All right.
We can hear you.
Okay.
We can hear you, sir. So are you supposed to go ahead, or we should go straight to the questions?
Yeah, please go straight to the questions.
We're like out of time. We have like 15 minutes, and if we have an hour, we had like 30 minutes on radio, and we were still asking for more of Mr. Toyosi. If people don't mind, like I just feel like let's just get everything out of this webinar. We'll have a full version on YouTube, and then we'll have an edited version. So let's not be restrained. I'm trying to rush. You get it. Saturday. We can run till 6 p.m. Nigerian time. That's like 45 minutes.
It's already 6 p.m. here. It's past 6 p.m.
Sorry, we can run till 7 p.m. Sorry, we can run till 7 p.m.
Okay, beautiful.
That will be 2 p.m. I just messaged my boss, and I'm already in my office. Yeah, I'm already in my office building. But I mean, I told them to give me extra 30 minutes before I clock in. All right.
Okay.
So, sir,
Mrs. Hope, you can go ahead with the question.
I'll go ahead with the question. Thank you so much, sir. We appreciate your presence.
You're welcome.
We are so grateful. So, Mr. Toyosi, can you briefly tell us about your journey into financial data analyst and what sparked your interest into this field?
Thank you for that question. My journey into financial data analytics actually began with a deep curiosity about how data can drive smarter decision, and especially in complex dynamic markets like Nigeria. And each and every one of us here know that Nigeria as an institution does not have a correct data. Early in my career, I worked in the banking sector, and I witnessed firsthand challenges financial institutions face ranging from credit risk assessment to fraud detection and customer segmentation. So what really sparked my interest was seeing how traditional approaches often left huge gaps. Many decisions were based on, intuition or incomplete information. And, as the typical Nigerian financial landscape, um, you know, digitization, the rise of, before now, let me take you a little bit aback. We used to have this about 16 to 17 string letters of string numbers of account numbers, string of account numbers. I don't know if you guys remember, but those of us who were having bank accounts in early 2000s, like let's say 2005, 2006, your account number used to be 16, 17, in some cases 18 digits. And I think towards 2008, 2009, we started having the Nuban account, which is a 10-digit account. So, innovations started coming into the fintech and the banking industry. And, we started having the fintechs and the mobile banking. And the thing is, I realized there was an untapped opportunity to leverage data analytics for greater transparency and efficiency and inclusion. So I immersed myself in learning about analytics tools and techniques, from basic descriptive statistics to advanced predictive modeling. And I also participated in local and international workshops, which enable me to collaborate with cross-functional teams to implement data-driven solutions. Ultimately, what drives me to the real-world impact was how analytics can help financial institutions make better decisions. In the cases of loans, we all know that a lot of Nigerians will take loans, and the rest is history. And it also helps foster financial inclusion and build trust in the system. However, Nigerians' vibrant fintech ecosystem and the government's push for digital transformation continue to inspire me to push, beyond the boundaries of what is possible with financial data analytics. And, the rest is history. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for the response. I mean, we are grateful. And I believe we're going to learn a lot from the questions being answered. So there's another question: are Nigerian companies leveraging AI and machine learning effectively in financial analytics, or are we still mostly at the dashboard / reporting stage? Did you get the question?
No, I didn't get that question properly.
Oh, so sorry. I asked, are Nigerian companies still, or are we leveraging AI and machine learning effectively in financial analytics, or are we still mostly at the dashboard reporting stage?
The thing is, many Nigerian banks and fintechs are deploying AI-powered solutions for fraud detection, actually, and also for credit risk analysis and also customer service automation. For example, I don't know if I'll be permitted to mention this company. I think it's now a unicorn. Paystack. Paystack have used machine learning algorithms to reduce fraudulent transactions by 37%, which has demonstrated effective reward application beyond simple dashboard. However, AI-driven credit scoring platforms are enabling access to credit for previously unbanked Nigerians by analyzing alternative data sources, which will bring me to open banking, but that is not the story for today. While large corporations have embraced AI to streamline operations and also improve decision making, many Nigerian small and medium scale enterprises are still catching up. But they are beginning to adopt the cloud-based AI platforms that offer predictive analytics, cash flow forecasting, and also expense tracking. And these tools provide real-time insights that help the small and medium scale enterprise make smarter, faster financial decisions without heavy investment. However, AI and ML are becoming indispensable for real-time fraud detection and the risk management in Nigerian banks today. I would also say that industry forecasts suggest that by the year 2030, AI and machine language will be deeply embedded rather across Nigerian banking and the fintech operations, from front office to the customer personalizations to back office to compliance, credit scoring, lending to significant cost savings and efficiency gains. However, despite progress, many Nigerian firms remain at early stages. Of course, we all know that most firms are still in the early stages, with some still relying heavily on dashboards and descriptive analytics. I can also say, let me conclude by saying that there are still barriers, which include limited technical expertise, and infrastructure constraints and concerns about data privacy and ethical AI use. So, ongoing upskilling would, the market for ongoing upskilling, which is a growing market and an AI investment market. And according to the research that I made previously, it is projected that it is going to be, I think, around $570 million in the year 2025, which is, this year. And of course, the year is still early. So I think that is what I have to say concerning the companies leveraging on AI machine learning.
Thank you so much, sir, for that well-detailed response. Thank you so much, sir. So another question, can you walk us through some of the most powerful tools or platform you use to extract insight from financial data?
Tools that I use, right?
Yes, sir.
To extract data, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
There are lots of tools actually, and the tools that are related to the financial institutions are also tools in which a lot of us know, and it ranges from Microsoft Excel, which remains the foundational for financial modeling and data manipulation. And also, I think Python is also a very, very powerful tool. And like in the banking sector, we have a software called Finacle, and this tool is also a vital tools that we use in gathering insights and financial data. And I think finally, we have some data visualization tools like Tableau and Power BI. And these two tools transform complex financial data sets into interactive dashboards and visual reports. They are very, very critical for communicating insights clearly to stakeholders and also enabling data-driven decisions across all financial institutions, banks, fintechs, and regulatory bodies.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for that amiable response. I must say, we are supposed to be paying for this session. I mean, this is a lot. Okay, so another question. What are the biggest data challenges, Nigerian financial institutions face today, especially when it comes to decision making? Did you get that, sir?
Like your question rightly says, yeah, biggest data challenges, right? Which is
Yes, sir.
facing Nigerian financial institution.
Yes, sir. Exactly.
Okay. There are lots of them actually, but I will just mention a few. I think number one is data privacy and regulatory compliance. It's actually a very, very, how do I call it? Serious issue at the moment, because with recent enforcement of the NDPA, which is the Nigerian Data Protection Act, and related regulations, financial institutions must have stringent compliance requirements, ensuring customer data privacy, managing their consent, and also safeguarding against cyber risk, which are, major challenges as institutions handle increasing volumes of sensitive financial data. Moreover, this regulatory environment demands robust data governance framework to avoid penalties and maintain customer trust. This actually brings me to GD governs data privacy in the UK and the European Union. And I think recently I was doing a research and I got to realize that if you are an African mobile app developer, you develop a mobile app here in Africa, and somebody gets to use your application or your service in the UK, and somehow, your data or their data, the data of your customers gets tampered with, or gets stolen and gets, being used for whatever thing, that they use it for, you as the owner of that service will be penalized. In fact, you can be arrested and prosecuted by the UK government, despite
Hello, sir. We can't hear. Oh, wait. Okay, I think he's having network issue. Can anybody hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, he's back. Sir, can you hear us?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I think my network is epileptic.
Yes, it was.
Yes, I'm with you. It
was breaking.
Where did I stop, please?
I mean, when you were talking, the line was breaking. So
yeah, can you remind me of where I stopped, so I can, or probably where you heard me last, so I can pick up from there.
I was not hearing you mostly when you were talking. So if there is anyone who heard.
Okay, I think I've mentioned one of the challenges. So I'll mention the second challenge, which is data quality and integration across fragmented systems. Many Nigerian banks and fintechs, which operate on legacy systems or siloed platforms, leading to inconsistent and incomplete data. This fragmentation complicates the aggregation of data needed for accurate real-time decision. For example, transactions within a single bank are easier to process, but reduce visibility into broader payment flows, limiting comprehensive analytics. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the thing is, before now, we usually have issues when it comes to transfers, bank transfers, and me sending money to you and you being unable to access the funds immediately. But with recent upgrade in the financial institution, data, decision making, and all of that, we now see that we are now beginning to experience that when we send money, it reflects within a very, very short period of time on the recipient's account. So number 3, limited access to comprehensive customer data. Currently, I think only about 30% of Nigerian bank account holders have access to formal credit. And that's because, the Nigerian banking system or the central bank does not hold the commercial bank in high esteem for them to be able to gather data of customers. Hello, are we together?
Yes, sir, we can hear you clearly.
All right. Please, I want you to be responding as I say some things, so I can actually know that the rest of is yeah. So like I was saying, about 30% of Nigerian bank account holders have access to formal credit. I think that is due to limited data sharing. The upcoming rollout of CBN's open banking framework, which we hold in August this year, 2025, aims to address this by enabling regulated institutions to securely share customer data via functional APIs. I'm sure Mr. Sheon would understand what APIs are. However, the market is still preparing for the operational and cultural shift. And this entails including managing customer consent and data security across multiple parties. So what open banking is actually going to do here is that, let's say, for instance, you bank with GT Bank and I bank with First Bank. So open banking actually enables you, well, if you have 10 bank accounts with 10 different commercial banks in Nigeria, open banking enables, it's actually a platform that enables that connect all of those banks you use together. So they can begin to read your credit history. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say.
Yes, I will do.
So they can begin to read your credit history to know how you're spending. They begin to understand your spending, the way you spend money, the sources in which you receive money from, and they begin to, coordinate all of those things together and begin to build a pattern to say, okay, if Mrs. Hope wants to borrow 5 million, we can actually give her 5 million. In this case, if you do not have a proper credit history, they will limit you to, let's say, a millionaire. And that is because the open banking system has actually encapsulated all of the banking accounts in which you operate together. And they've been able to, get an insight to how you receive money or your credit history, how you're spending. So they would, the open banking helps in understanding your spending habit, your money controlling habit. So customer data comprehension really, really matters in this. And finally, building predictive and real-time analytics capabilities. Descriptive analytics is common, and many institutions struggle to implement advanced predictive models that can support real-time business intelligence, risk assessment, and scenario planning. However, this gap affects the ability to respond swiftly to volatile market conditions, such as currency fluctuations and managing inflation, which has actually remained significant challenges in the Nigerian economy today. So building predictive and real-time analytics capabilities helps, helps you understand how you can actually manage currency fluctuations and the current inflation that we are right now. We all know that inflation is not a friend of a poor man, because by the time there's inflation, it limits the poor man to afford goods. Meanwhile, the rich men, it helps to propel the value of their assets. So for a rich man who has 100 assets, the value of his assets is going up. But for a poor man, it limits their buying power. So with descriptive analytics and data capabilities. These are things that helps, us implement advanced predictive models, that can, support us as individuals and also as stakeholders. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. That was a lot. That was so detailed. In fact, we really, really do appreciate it. But because of time, I would be asking just 2 questions, and I would ask Mrs. Toyosi some questions. Sorry. I don't know if she's still on this call, Mrs. Adeosun on this call.
She's on the call. She's on the call.
Yeah, okay. I'll ask 2 questions after the question I'll be asking Mr. Toyosi. So for students and young professionals, what skills should they focus on to thrive in financial data analytics? Sir, did you hear me? Mr. Toyosi? Hello, sir. Okay, Mrs. Adeosun, please, are you on the call? Probably I should ask you, probably when maybe his network is fluctuating. Mrs. Adeosun, can you hear me, ma?
Adeosun might be back in our training. She had been all day today. But Mr. Toyosi, are you there? We have about 20 more minutes to round up.
Okay, Mr.
Yeah,
Toyosi is
maybe
back.
you need to change your location. Please.
Mr. Toyosi, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you now. Please, what's the question?
Okay, so last 2 questions. I know we've spent a lot of time beyond time planned on the call. Sincerely, we apologize. And the network can be very funny. We're so sorry. So last 2 questions, which should be very helpful to most of us, are maybe students, thriving, young professionals. So for students and young professionals, what skills should they focus on to thrive in financial data analytics?
For students and young professionals.
Yes, sir.
Come again, please.
Okay, I said for students and young professionals.
Should they do what?
Yeah, focus on to thrive in financial data analytics. So can you hear me? The network is beautiful.
I think MTN is really dealing with us today.
Yeah, hello. I can hear you. I can hear you now.
Okay, sir. Did you hear the question?
Just repeat the question, please. Kindly repeat the question.
Okay, so sorry about the network. I apologize on behalf of MTN. So for students and young professionals, what skills should we focus on to thrive in financial data analytics?
Okay. For students and young professionals that are aiming to thrive in data analytics in Nigeria, I would advise that focusing on a blend of, technical, analytical, and soft skills is essential. And which brings me to the core technical skills, which is the programming languages, proficiency in Python and R, and SQL, and statistical analytics or analysis, and I think data preparation and cleaning, which of course, as a data analyst, you must prepare data, you must clean data.
Yes.
Database management, that's the usage of SQL, of course. You must manage data base manage systems, and you have to use visualization. You need to master tools like Tableau and Power BI. And finally, machine learning. I don't know tools they use for machine learning, but I believe Mr. Shon and Mr. Chon can help with that. But of course, I think that's all.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir, for the response. So the last question, if you had one message for young tech entrepreneurs working in finance and data analytics, what would it be? If you had one message for young tech entrepreneurs working in finance and analytics, what would it be?
The only
So
message
did
I
you
would,
get the question?
yes, you said if I have
Okay.
one message for
Okay.
young tech entrepreneurs in data, right?
Yes, sir. Data, finance,
Hello.
and can you hear me, sir?
Okay. Yeah. In data and finance, right?
Yeah, I said if you had one message for young tech entrepreneurs
Yeah.
working in finance and analytics, what would it be?
Okay. I would only advise them to, number one, understand the Nigerian market environment and industry specific trends, and also they should specialize in knowledge. They should keep acquiring knowledge, such as in the finance sector, in the healthcare sector, and also in agriculture. So those are the two advice I would want them to adhere to.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir. I know and I am so sure that our audience on YouTube, they are very grateful also, as we are here on Zoom. We are so grateful. Okay, so I would love to know if Mrs. Adeosun is on the call with us, so we can ask our two very powerful questions that we would be grateful to get a response from her. Mrs. Adeosun, please, are you still on the call? Okay, so I think she's not on the call. We are so grateful to Mr. Toyosi. We are so grateful for this powerful session. We are very, 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 very grateful. Thank you so much, sir.
In a world driven by technology, one decision can define your future. CHSG Academy Cohort 3 is here. A 12-week hands-on journey designed to shape the next generation of tech leaders starting June 1st. Master the tools, own the craft. You'll gain knowledge in areas including front-end engineering, build seamless, captivating user interfaces. Back-end engineering, power the systems behind the scenes. Product design, turn ideas into beautiful, user-first experiences. Product management, drive innovation with clarity and vision. Data science, extract meaning, predict the future. Cybersecurity, defend the digital frontier. DevOps, bring speed, precision, and reliability to development. This is more than training. It's a launchpad into the future. Limited slots, unlimited potential. Enroll now at csgtech.com/academy because your tech journey starts here.
Okay, so thank you so much, sir. Mr. Toyosi Obayomi and Mrs. Bolanle Adeosun, and our boss, Mr. John Alegbemi. We really, really appreciate you, sirs and mans. So,
Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
yes, sir. So we've come to the end of today's webinar. Please, Mr. Shon, is there anything you want to say, sir? Your mic is muted.
I said I'm at work. There's nothing I really have to say right now. I need to clock in like 20 minutes ago. Thank you, everybody, for your time. God bless you.
Thank you, sir. God bless you.
Mrs. Toyosi. I'm Mr. Toyosi Obayomi. We are definitely going to have a financial analytics course, probably not in June, probably for our fall cohort, because the honest truth is, right here in New York, there's so many people that want to get into tech and they don't know what they want to get into. A lot of them in New York here, they are financial analysts and they can learn from your knowledge. It's about time where we start exporting content out of Africa. We've listened to Coursera and Udemy enough, nothing against them. It's time for them to start hearing real analytics and knowledge coming out of Africa, where I'm proud to be from also. And for our audience here in New York, we will have our classes starting June 1st. You can register at chsgtech.com/academy. All right, thank you, Mrs. Adeosho. Thank you, Hope, our host. Thank you, Mr. Ogulano, Fawaz. Thank you, Aminata Folabi, and all the numerous viewers on YouTube, on Facebook. We'll definitely keep in touch with our email newsletters, and you can join our community. If you need to join our community, just reach out to academy@chsgtech.com. It's a vibrant community of over 100 alumni that have graduated from our academy and are thriving in the industry. You thrive better in community, and without community, I'm telling you, you're just struggling with stuff you shouldn't struggle with. Mr. Solomon, our able full stack developer, all the way from the OU community. You want to sell OU community in 2 seconds, Mr. Solomon. Mr. Solomon is part of OU community. I'm giving you free adverts. Do you want to sell the OU? That's the Olabisi and Obanjo University developer circle. Mr. Solomon, go ahead.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. So OU Tech community is a community of individuals, of techies, of creatives in Olabisi and Obanjo University. So we have different sub-communities, like video editing, we have data analysis, we have software engineering sub-community. So it's a coming together of creative students that are interested in tech, and we also have a movement to make sure more people who are interested in tech are guided and they really know more about what they want to get into, and help them to gracefully onboard into the tech space. So thank you so much, sir. So for our viewers on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, please do well to like, share, and subscribe. Our Instagram followers, please follow us. And if you are not following us on Instagram, please follow us on Instagram, and on X also at CHSG Inc. So thank you so much for attending to this webinar, and peace out.
Thank you, everybody. Have a good evening. Thank you.